Hello from Myrtle Beach. Today we're at the Holiday Inn Club Vacations Oceanfront in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Hi, I'm Carmen. If you're new here, we cover everything in Myrtle Beach and the surrounding area. If you're a return viewer, welcome back. We are so glad to have you with us. Today we're going to give you a tour of this beautiful resort and also give you a tour of one of the 2-bedroom rooms here in the resort. First off, this is just off the lobby here. You've got this grand sort of 2-story lobby area. There's a large check-in area. We noticed on the weekend they had sort of some refreshments, some cookies and some water. They did not have that the entire week, but occasionally they do have that. But if you're looking for food, this is the brewers area. They have coffee, but they also have a lot of treats, and they also have a menu with everything from snacks to like a full meal, and you can order. Here's a sample of the menu. You can freeze the screen to see more. And they do serve that menu at the bar as well, which we'll get to the bar in a minute. This is sort of their gift shop and sundries store. They have all kinds of gifts as well as a lot of snacks and food that you could either eat out at the pool or take back to the room with you. They also have some toiletry items in case you forgot something on your trip. And then over here is some food that you could, again, take back up to your room. I didn't show it in here, but they did have eggs and breakfast items as well. So there's all kinds of stuff here that you could take back to the room with you. This is the Wine Nook, and this is actually new since the resort opened last year. This is a pretty new resort. It opened in 2024, but they've added this Wine Nook. I don't believe that was there when it first opened because we did tour it at that time. So that's a pretty neat addition there. And then this little sort of nook here is right next to the Wine Nook, so you could grab your glass of wine and relax here. And they do have a really nice and very underutilized gym. This was filmed right here in sort of the peak season, and no one was using the gym. I guess you don't go on vacation to work out sometimes, but Brian and I do like to work out when we're on vacation, especially if we're somewhere for an entire week. That is the activities room there, and here are some samples of the activities, and some of them were free. This is the main bar area here. It is massive, and you can order that same food menu I showed earlier outside here at the bar, and they'll bring the food out to the bar. And then this is their stunning pool. It really is, and there's a massive hot tub, really big, and they do have a kiddie splash area as well, and that's looking back towards the bar there. Here's another overview of the pool. It sort of tears down as you get down closer to the ocean, and what I like is it's elevated so you can actually see the ocean when you're hanging out by the pool. These are cabanas that are for rent. These are not free to sit in, and that's the back side of those cabanas. And I'm going to pan around here and show you the ocean. So this is how close you are to the ocean. It's right on the ocean front, just a short walk over to the ocean. And there is an elevator that goes all the way down to the ground floor, so you don't have to walk down the stairs to get to the beach unless you just want to. And then here is the beautiful beach that is right outside of the resort. I mean, you can't beat this view. There's the Springmaid Pier right next door. And so it is just a gorgeous, gorgeous beach here. And this is a pretty secluded, quiet part of Myrtle Beach. It's down at the very south end of Ocean Boulevard. This is the 1-story parking deck. It's only 1 story. And at any time we came here, there was always ample parking. We never had an issue with parking. And then Damon's Oceanfront Dining is right next door. We do have a video on that if you are interested that you can check out. So here is the room tour. This is a 2-bedroom standard room or suite, I guess you could call it. I think they call them villas actually, technically. So it's a 2-bedroom standard villa. And they do have, I believe they're called deluxe as well. And those actually, they told us, have upgraded appliances and also have upgraded linens, just slightly upgraded, or they might call it signature. I believe it's signature on their website. So if that interests you, they do have that available. It was a slightly higher charge. And so this is the 2nd bedroom that we're showing. So this is not the master, this is the secondary bedroom that we're in right now. Both bedrooms did have plugs next to the bed, both USB and standard, which was nice, which I show in the video. And then the showers had nice high shower heads for those of you that are tall. This had a full bathtub, full-size bathtub in this. This again is the secondary bathroom. There's another bathroom as well. And it comes with all the amenities that you would want. All the products were Dove products, so if you do or don't like Dove, you might want to consider whether to bring your own toiletries with you. And they did stock with plenty of towels. They don't have daily room service. There is a hairdryer there too, in case you missed that. But if you stay for a full 7 nights or longer, they will do a midweek touch up with some towels and stuff. And there is a washer and dryer here, and they do provide Tide detergent if you want to wash some of your towels or other clothes. And that was definitely nice to have that extra washer and dryer. But you can also decline any room service if you don't want them to come at all. That is fine. Let's open the fridge here. There's the freezer. And actually, let's take a look at the ice maker. And it says it's been sanitized, which is great. And it was empty at the time of check-in. And it did make plenty of ice throughout the stay, so that wasn't an issue. Now, this was for 2 people, so if you had a big family, I don't know if it could keep up with a big family, but it was plenty for 2. Coffee maker, coffee, both regular and decaf, but again, they're not restocking that constantly, so you might want to bring some with you or hit the grocery store while you're here. And they did have plenty of plates, pots, pans, dishes. I don't know who's baking on vacation. If you do, leave it in the comments below. By the way, if this video is helpful to you, definitely give it a like. That helps other people find our videos, and we greatly appreciate that. It really does help out. But this kitchen was fully stocked. It was a full-size kitchen. All of the appliances are full-sized as well. So this isn't like the type you go in and it's like a mini stove or a mini fridge or a mini dishwasher. It was full-size everything. By the way, they did have a bottle opener. Whatever reason, a lot of resorts don't have one with all their utensils, and this one did. So that's why I pointed that out. It just seems to be something a lot of them overlook. It has a blender, has a toaster, and those were hidden in the cabinet, so you'll just have to look for those. And some of the cabinets I'm not opening just didn't have anything in them. So there was cabinets for storage as well. So if I didn't open it, it means it was empty. Full-size dishwasher, as I mentioned, so you can keep washing your dishes while you're here. Empty cabinet. Huge island with seating all the way around it, so that was nice. Here's the living room area. That couch does fold out. This is a 2-bedroom but sleeps 6, so there is room out here for 2 more people besides the 2 bedrooms. Big TV, does not swivel, by the way. I just want to point that out. Usually they do, does not swivel off the wall. You know, it's pretty much fixed in place. Balcony, do wish there was a better barrier between the people next door, but it's okay. And beautiful view. I mean, look at this view, gorgeous view. I do wish though that they had, so that side's fine, but the other side would have been better with some type of complete barrier between the person next to you. That would have been really nice. And then we're gonna head next over, there's an overview of the kitchen again, to the master bedroom. So this is the main bedroom. Of course, it's oceanfront. Also, this has tons of storage. Both bedrooms have dressers, closets, extra closets. Like there's so much storage here, so you won't run out of places for your things while you're here. That same gorgeous view out the window in the master. Same plugs, and both USB and standard plugs. And there is a safe in the master closet. There was an iron and ironing board as well. And I'm going to open the safe so that you can see how big it is. It's actually plenty big for most people's laptops and then some. Now, if you have one of those giant laptops, it might not be big enough, but it's big for most standard laptops, big enough. Let's check out the water closet first. I really love a separate water closet. That's always something nice to have in a resort. And the ceilings are really high in this resort, by the way, too. So there's the high shower head again. This is just a shower in this one instead of the full tub, so it's just a step in. And then you've got the dual vanity here, and again, it has a hair dryer, towels. If you'd like to learn more about Myrtle Beach and the surrounding area, be sure to click on the video on your screen right now. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.